All right. All right, all right. So, today, I'm gonna try to work until we get a page done, but we also have to finish the page that we were working on yesterday, which required a small amount of changes, just a small amount, very easy, very simple, and a bit of color, a little bit of color, which is unusual for this fella. This fella usually doesn't work with color. Not for Kannibal, at least. Obviously, I have a whole series on color. But, yeah. Yeah, we're going to finally put a little bit of color into Kannibal. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Have had a pretty normal day, which is honestly, that's great. That's great. I love that for me because I've not had normal days recently. So the fact that I've got a normal start to my day, I'm going hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we're going to be starting it up here in just a second. Yeah, I don't think that... I don't think it's impossible for us to finish 2 pages, considering that one of them is nearly done. The second one does have like 8 panels in it, which is a lot, but there's not a lot of hard ones. There's like maybe 1 or 2 that seem a little difficult. All the other ones seem actually fairly easy. So, all that being said, and I gotta turn down the music for myself because it's really loud for me. I think it's fine for you guys, but for me it's a little up there. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say to get us started. But yeah, I'm gonna do my absolute best to avoid getting into like the art market discussions, because although I don't, I think the message in general wasn't negative, it's not the most positive thing to talk about, and I don't want that to be like a consistent thing, So we're not gonna make it a consistent thing. Okay, so really quick, the small amount of details I do need to add, are to this little fella's eyes. He's not very much a little fella, is he? But to anybody who joins in, to anybody who pops in afterwards, after the stream's over, hope you're having a good day so far. Hope that things are going your way. I just remembered a very important thing I gotta do today that I should have done before stream, but it's too late now, so I will do it after stream. It's okay. It is like a little time sensitive, but I just gotta do it by the end of the day. I just can't forget, Okay, I think it's enough. We don't need to go crazy for the eye, really. We just need a little bit there. All right, now for the red, because that's all we're adding, is we're essentially adding the blood splatters a little bit. Now I've chosen this red here. Okay, I think it's a nice red. And I think that we might need 2 layers. We might need to, because I think that there's gonna be some that I want to just straight up be that color as it is, and others that I might have to like put underneath stuff to like add a blending mode. You know what I mean? So we'll start pretty simple in that I think I want there to be like veins that kind of come off of this a little bit, and I want them to be red. All right, well, I feel like this is a me problem, but I feel like I talked so much yesterday about so many different things. I'm kind of going like, man, did I really just talk about all of my topics in one stream like that fast? Did I really do that? So I'm gonna be a little all over the place today, so I apologize ahead of time, but we'll still be yapping. That's what I do, is I yap. I yap to myself even when I'm not streaming, you know. I'm just that kind of a crazy guy, I guess. I guess one easy thing I can always talk about, because I've been enjoying replaying it, is a little bit of Bloodborne. I've been playing a little bit of Bloodborne. Sorry, just checking to make sure it's looking the way I want it to. It's not looking too weird. But yeah, I just beat Lady Maria. And I think I mentioned this before, but so I've played Bloodborne basically twice before. So what had happened was I had played Bloodborne, okay, and I was saving the DLC for the end because I'm smart enough to know that the DLC is usually the hardest part, right? So you want to kind of play through the game, then you want to get into the DLC. So I was like, yeah, I'll just kind of get to everything but the last boss, then hit the DLC, then come back and beat the last boss, right? I misunderstood who the last boss was. I did not think he would be Gehrman. I thought with all the hype that the story had been telling, I thought it'd be Murgo. I thought it would be Murgo. And so when I saw the arena for the first time of Murgo's wet nurse, I was like, damn, this is a sick boss, dude. But in my head, I was like, well, if this is Murgo's wet nurse, I wonder what Murgo's gonna actually look like. Because, like, obviously you do hear Murgo throughout. Murgo's crying as a baby and stuff. But I thought they were gonna go a little farther with it. And they don't. You don't, like, Murgo is this entity that you just don't really see. And I hadn't played Dark Souls games before that, but I had played Sekiro, so like I kind of understood a little bit about Dark Souls, had a lot of friends that played Dark Souls and told me, you know, little bits and details about it because they're so, I feel like Dark Souls fans are very passionate. So I knew a little bit, didn't realize that like that was a common theme where it's like sometimes you hear about an entity and you will never see them. You'll never actually interact with them. They're kind of just this mystical thing. So you never see Murgo. And I thought that Gehrman was kind of this like, I don't know, like an optional fight or something. I didn't realize it was like the last fight. And I had not yet eaten my umbilical cords yet, because I think I did have 3. But I don't think I had consumed them yet. So I basically killed Gehrman, because although I did think Gehrman was a bit hard, I didn't think he was like last boss hard. Again, I actually don't think most Dark Souls like bosses are hard at the end. Like the end game bosses, like I did not think Gwyn was hard. I did not think Soul of Cinder was hard. I did not think that Elden Beast was hard. I thought Radagon was a bit hard, but not Elden Beast. But I hadn't played those games yet. The first time around, I had played Sekiro, in which Ishin is a goddamn monster. So, long story short, I beat Gehrman, not realizing he is the last boss, and that you automatically get thrown into New Game Plus. And I was so upset because I was like, damn it, I didn't even get into the DLC yet. I unlocked it, but I didn't get into it. So I have to play the game again, except the first time I experienced a DLC is in New Game Plus. So I experienced the game in New Game Plus and stuff. And when I get to Maria, it is by this point that I've understood the parry mechanic. I've just now understood it. So I start trying to use it a lot, obviously, and sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. But obviously on Maria, it's like, that's like her cheese. So I do that not really realizing that that's kind of the thing. And I did have like a few fights with her where I didn't parry as much. So I knew she was hard. But then I was like, oh, I learned the parry mechanic. Let me try the parry mechanic. And then I beat it on my first try doing the parry mechanic. I was like, oh, damn, okay. So this time around, I was like, no parry mechanic. I'm not parrying when I go into this fight. I'm going to do it fair and square. Boy, let me tell you, I got my ass beat a bit. But honestly, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to, like, get my ass beat by Maria. Because it's such a good fight, man. It's such a good fight. So I was very, very happy about that. And honestly, it's been a while since, like, a boss has really beat my ass, man. It's been a little while. What sucks is I do this thing. I feel like I'm a little cursed. First try, I almost always, with like difficult bosses, the ones I struggle with, I almost always beat them first try. Almost always. There's very few where I don't. Like, Melania was one of them, and, what's his name? Is it Godfrey? The first Elden Lord turns into Horalu. That's another one that I didn't. But like, everything else that I've really struggled with, I almost beat it first try. And so I almost beat her first try. But I always say this thing because they're usually fun fights, those hard ones, right? Usually. I usually go, damn, I'm kind of glad I didn't get it first try because I want to experience this a little longer. And then I proceed to get my ass beat a lot. So, you know, be careful what you wish for, I guess, but... no, I'm glad. I think it took me like maybe 10 or 12 tries or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I wasn't counting. But I was having some issues with my control, and because I'm doing it on the we'll call it the remastered version, okay? There's some performance issues sometimes. And I've had some performance issues get me killed a couple times. I think there was some weird bugs going on because, like, there were some helpful ones and some not so helpful ones where I was really getting clipped by, like, nothing. I was getting clipped by, like, attacks where I was like, wow, like, I dodged like I normally dodge and it's hitting me. That's weird. And there'd be other times where I would obviously get hit by something, but I wouldn't like stagger. I wouldn't like react to getting hit. My health would just go down. So it's like it would hit me, but I would just keep walking like normal, you know? So it was a little buggy for some of it, but I'm happy to say that the fight where I beat her, there wasn't really much of shenanigans. And obviously, to get to Maria, I beat the living failures and stuff. But now I'm in like the second half of the fishing hamlet, which is one of my favorite areas. I feel like once you get to that first checkpoint, like beyond like once you get to the first little part of the fishing hamlet and you're in the house, it's great. It's great. That part right before where you got the like ranged fishman, and then you got that big guy with the fucking rusted anchor, and you got the fucking guy shooting ghosts at you or whatever. That part is miserable. That part is so miserable. I gotta say, it's rough as hell, man. It is. Once you get past that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I like the enemies in that area. I think part of it is that I really liked Mibu Village in Sekiro. Yeah, Fishing Hamlet is like obviously Mibu Village a little bit. Alright, what are we looking like here? Yeah, I like that. And I think I add like little bits and details of like blood to the tip of the tooth here as well, you know, just so it kind of feels a little bit more I don't know, affected. I don't know. I think we're gonna do the second layer of red. Let's try just overlay for now and just kind of see how it goes. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. No. Screen. Lighten. Multiply. Soft light. Hard light. I'm not seeing a lot of difference here. Vivid light. I almost kind of feel like if I do something like lighten, turn it down a bit. That feels right, no? I might need like different shades a little bit, but I kind of don't want it showing up on the black. That's what I like don't want. But I need it to be a little lighter, you know? Might just need different color for it all. Let's lighten up the red a little bit. That's too much. But it's still lightening up the black. That's what I don't want at all. So I do feel like overlay is the right move here. Actually, I think this is fine. This is fine. And then we can add that lighter one to kind of like shade it a little bit. But yeah, Lady Maria, such a good fight, man. Such a good fight. Certainly one of like the best hunter fights, or like, you know, like equivalent of the player kind of fights. Because like honestly, dude, it's pretty epic to have like any kind of 3-phase fights. And even in Bloodborne, I feel like there's not a lot of like phase fights. The DLC I think does add a bit, and I think like Abrida's is technically 3-phase as well. But yeah, I don't know. You don't typically see a lot of those, you know? And those are usually pretty good, man, pretty good. Still my favorite though is gonna be Frida. Frida's crazy, dude. And I mean, such a damn like bait and switch, dude. They even give you the reward out on the second phase, dude. But it's not over. It's not over. It's so evil, dude. It's so evil to do that, you know. But I love it. I love that. But yeah, I'm excited because I think I'm gonna try to fight Lawrence before Orphan. So I think I'm just gonna play through the rest of Fishing Hamlet, get to that Orphan cave, and then I'm gonna go back and activate the Lawrence skull. I already grabbed it, so let's see how that goes. Because for me, Lawrence really like beat my ass the first time around. So, like, although I struggled more with Maria this time, I don't want to struggle more with Lawrence. I really, really don't. I would love to be able to beat it sooner than I did before. And honestly, I think that was one of the ones that gave me like 30, 40 tries or something crazy. That and I forget what they're called, but those like cursed chalices, maybe is what it's called. Where your like health is halved, everything is like halved a little bit. Or like the enemies are doubled, kind of thing. Or their attack is doubled, I don't remember. But yeah, the watchdog there, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, the watchdog. Amygdala was pretty rough too, but I think the watchdog was worse for me. I think I was just low enough vigor that I could not take a hit. There's like very few hits I could actually just take. Alright. Let's adjust the color slightly. See here. See kind of what we're playing with. I think it's okay. We'll add a lot of changes afterwards though. We also need it here, which also reminds me I didn't add detail to this as well, so I'll need to add a little bit of detail in here. And I think I can go back in here. I'm gonna make sure, how do I get my eyedropper tool? Yeah. Make sure it's this exact color. And add little bits here, you know? Let's make sure they line up though. I feel like it's important to do that. Is it not on replay? It's not. There we go.
Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright, just dance with me all through the night, turn it out, close to you, I feel good.
Just add little bits of detail here. Okay. Go back to the overlay here. There's nothing else that needs to be red, right? Oh, there is a little bit. This is gonna be like red halftone. I'm gonna test it out a little bit to kind of just see what it looks like. That was my idea. I don't know what it's really gonna look like or if it's gonna make sense, but I think it will. May need a little cleaning up, but no, I think it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. We'll need to use the light one a bit more, but we can kind of get the general outline here of what we got. All right. Okay, let's turn the storyboard off real quick. And we'll kind of just add little bits on the outside here. I was worried it was going to look like his knuckles are bleeding and not like he got blood on his knuckles, but I think it does look like he got blood on his knuckles. I think maybe even a little bit of dark would be good.
Close your eyes, come to me. Close your
Okay, that's it for that. Let's go for the lighter red on the overlay. I just realized I put this on the overlay. Maybe I should have put it on the other one, but let's see. Let's see. 100 normal. Nah, we leave it on the overlay. It actually looks better. All good. All good. A good mistake to make. A good mistake to make. Oops, wrong one. This also needs to be on the overlay. So give it just a little bit of detail. Makes it feel a little bit more like fleshy, I guess. Okay. Let's add the details in now. Switch to our black here. Don't need a ton. Just a little bit. I just realized I never pasted the thing back. Okay, let's do that. It's pretty easy. Go back to overlay, go back to about 74. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Okay. Alright. I feel like it got paler, did it not? Yeah, I did it a little bit. I leave it at 100. I leave it at 100. Anything else? Maybe a little bit of halftone. Let me also just switch this back to white, but a little bit of halftone down here, maybe. Could be good. I don't know, we'll see. Because I do feel like I want to emphasize the center as being like the shiny part, right? Okay. I had a new short come out last night, and I saw just an hour ago is doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. A little better than most of my other ones, so I'm happy about that. Getting some decent engagement on that. But really, if you haven't like checked out my series on color, man, you should. You should. I want to make it even better, honestly. I think the next one's gonna come out is a little better. I have stuff cooked up a little bit. Is it repeating? What the fuck? It did just repeat. What happened there? I think Tidal updated their thing a little bit, and it's a little buggy. I've actually had a Tidal crash on me. And I was like, damn. After I hyped you up, King? Come on. Is this the background here? It is. I feel like I should do some halftone on the background. Maybe like do this. Yeah. All right. Might be a little slow going here, huh? See what I mean by like what is it called? Clip Studio's like brush engine is like not really, it's not what I want it to be yet, you know? I can't really use that big of a brush yet. I wonder if the move is that we take dark, okay? Get as big as we can. And we just fill as much as we can. And then we erase. It's freaking out. It is freaking out. Oh yeah, that's freaking out a little bit. Well, while it does that, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Come here. So, I'm such a person who like, as much as I would love to just be an artist, and I get the whole thing, like that movement of like art isn't content, you know, type of thing, and hell yeah, for sure. But I don't mind like spilling the beans a little bit on like, here's what's happening behind the scenes. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. Here's the secret sauce, by the way. Not that there's like really a secret sauce to like success, but there's a secret sauce to like little details, you know? And I love just telling people that shit because like I'm not a gatekeeping girl boss, you know, but the things I'm planning on doing is like maybe moving some stuff over to like Instagram Reels. Because if you don't know, I mean, like right over here, I've got, you know, Instagram and Kara and stuff. And like I do okay on Kara. Instagram, not so much. I don't really, Instagram's kind of dead and crap. But I don't post Reels. And I totally can. I have like YouTube Shorts that I could just post on Instagram Reels. I think I gotta check the time like limit on some of it a little bit. Like I think on TikTok you can upload really long videos now. But on YouTube I think the short maximum is 3 minutes. I don't know what it is on Instagram. But it would be good to find out. And yeah, maybe getting some like little bits of traction there. The main thing too about like TikTok is that like TikTok kind of shadow bans me a little bit. Like there's a lot of videos that I'll post and it'll just get like 2 views. You know, and that just tells me it's like it's literally not being shown to anybody. And that's annoying because there's no reposting it there. Like when you repost them there, I think the The algorithm does know. So that is a little annoying. It's a little annoying. But regardless, I still have videos I've not uploaded to TikTok, so I figure I may as well do that. I feel like that's a New Year thing I want to do. Because I am focused, like a lot of my free time is focused on this stream. And I could focus more time on drawing and not stream. Like streaming actually I think slows down my drawing process a little bit. Because I have to talk, I have to pause and stuff. And then also if I ever want to draw it without streaming, I don't. I kind of can't. So like I sometimes want to draw at night. But I can't draw this at night. You know, I have to do something different. So I think I'll be done by the new year. And so I think in the new year, I will do less streams so I can focus on some of that stuff. Granted, I'll still be posting videos as consistently as I do now. But we won't be seeing a ton of live streams like this. It'll kind of be like sparse here and now, or here and there, not here and now. I'm gonna switch back because it's done. It went pretty hard there. There's some spots where I feel like it could get darker, so we'll just tackle those real quick. You can tell the grid is like here too. I've never seen it before, but I figured this is probably the only time you would see it. Because I just made a whole black out of it, you know. Alright. So let's see how we can erase here. That seems so, like, digital, right? This feels a little better. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. Because I do, again, I enjoy streaming, but it is taking a lot of my time. When... Am I doing this wrong? I am doing this wrong, aren't I? Why can't I go back? Oh, no. We go... right there. Go back one. Okay. And then maybe we go here. Yes. Perfect. Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure it was on the mask in case I wanted to go back, you know? But, yeah, I really do enjoy streaming. It's just like... it is a big time sink. And the truth is also that, like, you know, I'm not stupid. I'm not getting a whole lot out of streaming every day. I'm really not. But there is one thing I wanted to commit to, and I'm going to commit to it and do it. And when it's over, then it's over, and I'll save myself a little bit more time. But I'm okay with, like, wasting a little time here and there, you know, doing this. Because I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Alright, let's see. I feel like it's not gradated enough, you know? Can I... maybe, what is it that I'm looking for? I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something. This might be the move. I need it softer on the edges. Yeah, so we can add it back in. This is why I wanted it on the, Oh, I see though, I see. Create a selection there, and then we can do this. This is why I wanted it on the mask, so I could kind of reverse what I do a little bit, without having to create more halftone. I could just kind of undo it a little bit. I gotta say though, I still don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love the look of it. Because you can really see that grid pretty heavily. So it makes me kind of wonder if I should make it bigger. But I don't know if that's gonna make it look better. Maybe we pull back on the opacity a little bit too. It's complicated. This is complicated. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit on the opacity is nice. We can kind of... I'm doing the wrong thing. Tighten it up a little bit too. So the glow is kind of like where it needs to be. I'm okay with it actually kind of bleeding into the crack a little. That text. It kind of looks nice, actually. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. And then I think there's one little bit of text, is there not? I think there is. I think there is. So I actually have to pull it from the original. Just give me 1 second to pull that up. Come on, come on. Here you are. All right. Let's throw this in here. Oh, what? Okay. Scientific. Let's do this. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I'm trying to see through all this halftone. Oh, there's no ampersand there. Okay, no problem. All right, we can left align this here. I think we actually maybe want it a little bit bigger, maybe like 24 on the text. Yeah, so it's a little bit easier to see. And make it a little wider so we have 3 lines. Perfect. This is bold, and this is bold. Nope. This is bold. Nope. This is okay. This is bold. All right, we get there. We get there one day. In a rectangle balloon. The brush size is wrong. What was the brush size supposed to be? 1.2? 1.2. There we go. Gonna leave it back on balloon pen at the end. And that's this panel done. This is page done. We are gonna go over to the next page. which has a lot of panels, but they're not very difficult, so maybe we can finish those as well. All right. How many layers do we need? 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. 4 layers. We'll have one for the sound effect. We'll have one for the details. We'll have one for the eye. And we'll have one for the background. Which is really kind of a foreground, but whatever. All right, now let's get our brushes back and organized. So, yeah, I am excited about that new video. I have a few more coming out just like it, but oh, okay. All right, that line was against the Geneva Convention or something. I don't know. It was just deleted from existence. But yeah, I have a few other little shorts coming out like it, and I feel like the full-length video is actually, I'm pretty happy with it. But I have a lot of ideas on how to even make them better. So the color series, it's doing pretty all right in my book. I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've made with it. Okay, let's make this look a little bit more like water. I can. All right. All right, sorry, super locked in right there. Okay. Had to make those like quick adjustments there. So the next color that I'll be working on is purple. It's gonna be purple. I'm trying to do like, I know a lot of people asked about like doing brown or doing yellow or some adjacent warm colors when I did the orange, but I feel like, you know, you gotta jump back and forth on the color wheel a little bit. So I wanted to hit green real quick, and then I'll hit purple, and then maybe I'll hit another warm color and stuff. And yeah, I don't know what's after purple yet. I think I'll just let my vibe decide, you know? But yeah, I hope it continues to do well, especially because I do think that purple is a, I've already done some work on it. So like, I already know that it's gonna be better than the one that's out right now. I'll see how much time I have today, because I'd love to work on it more, man. I'd love to work on it more. All right, let's get this eye. Hold on. One side's longer than the other. What side is it? It is the left side. The left side is the long one. Okay. All right. We're not gonna add color to this one. The color panel is the, you know, it's a special one. It's a special one. You do it every time there's an eyeball, and it becomes less special. All right, all right. So I'm a little I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit sad because I was just talking about how I beat Maria in Bloodborne. But that essentially just means that I have Orphan, Lawrence, and Gehrman / Moon presence. And then it's over. And then it's over. And I've beat it again. And, you know, I feel like I wouldn't be one of those people that's so, like, hung up on, like, where's Bloodborne 2, man? If that game was just longer. Because I just feel like it's one of the shorter ones. You know? Because even when you, like, if you just beat the main bosses, man, you beat no optional bosses, it's like you got Gascoigne, okay? You got Vicar Amelia. You got Shadows of Yharnam and then Rom. Then one Reborn. Mikolash is next, right? Then Murgo and Gehrman. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You know? Maybe Bloodstarved Beast? Do you have to do that one? I don't think you have to, right? I don't think you have to. So it's a little disappointing, I think, because there's not much there. It's not much there. All right. That's pretty much it for the details there, or for the line work. Details, I have a little bit more. And I think the plop could be like down here. We have a fun one for that, maybe? Fun brush? Yeah, that seems fun. I'm gonna move it slightly. There we go. I don't think I like the L. Retry the L. There we go. I think we just move this down slightly. It's a little bit more aligned. There we go. We're in a good spot now. We're gonna turn that off while we do the details though. And I don't think we'll need them very much, or the storyboard up very much. So we're just gonna do a little bit for this, just to kind of establish that it is what it is, that the thing that you just saw in color on the last page. And the water detail, there might be some like shading in the background a little bit, but I feel like the emphasis is on the eye falling in the river, in the shallow little river. Oh man, I just got hungry. I was planning on making dinner yesterday, and then I didn't because I guess my wife's job got them burgers or something. So she brought home some burgers. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll make dinner tomorrow then. I was just glad I didn't start it, because that would have sucked. That would have sucked so bad. That's like wrong and illegal. Okay. And then gonna just add like little bits of water detail, but not a whole lot like we just did. Water's another thing I feel like I should just study more. I have studied it, but it's complicated, man. It's complicated. I think there's a lot of nuances to it, maybe. I don't know. Can't always quite get it right. Can't always quite get it right. There's a lot of ways to draw it, too. So it's like, I think maybe there's some, like, decision paralysis on, like, what is the right move? Let's get rid of this. Ooh. Just like the most wrong thing I could have done in this world. And this doesn't matter too much because we'll have the text over the top there. Whoops. So you're not really going to see a ton of this anyways. So I'm not too worried about detailing it. And I'm going to add little bits. Sorry, cat's jumping around. What was I just saying? I just immediately forgot. I don't know, dude. I really lost it. I really lost it there. Yeah, I don't know. Rest in peace to that idea. It's just gone. It left my vessel without being uttered. Well, that's the beauty in ideas shared, right? They weren't lost. Some of them just never make it to the light of day on YouTube or something. I don't know. I'm taking the metaphor too far or something. Or I don't know, was it simile? Who cares? Who cares? No, simile is the one that sucks. Because you use like or as. Simile is what you do when your metaphor didn't work and you gotta explain it. Alright, and we add a little bit of veins here. Kind of mimic it a little bit, right? Nah, it's too detailed down there. You simplify here. That's not right. You ever think about how crazy an eye is? An eye is insane, dude. That's like one of the craziest things to exist. And we got two of them in our heads. That's crazy, man. Okay, we go for details now. Or not details, tone. Tone it up, tone it up. Alright, so I think we went for 60 on here. Maybe on the eye as well. Here we go. Alright. Come on. Here we go. There we go. That's the stuff. We go maybe 80 textured. Do you agree? Do you agree, kitty? Are you coming to visit? Are you? You can. You can come chill. I broke 400 subscribers. I know the fame has gotten to your head. You just want to be on stream all the time now. Come on. Come hang out. I feel like the eye needs to be lightly textured as well, right? We'll do like half of it. Just to differentiate a little bit from there. Get that kneaded eraser a little bit. So you can kind of lighten some parts up. Okay. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Seems fine to me. And then what do? We bring in the... Well, first we add white to this a little bit. So it kind of pops out. But then halftone. Bring in the halftone. Okay. Alright. This song reminds me of some other piece, and I don't know what it is. I need to fill in this little spot here that I missed. There we go. It's just the beginning of this piece. I don't know. Something about the opening of that song is just very familiar of something else. Oh damn it, dude! I just thought of something, and now I gotta tell you, and then you're gonna hate me for saying this, but I can't be the only one. To like whoever, what other one person is watching, you're now manually breathing. Yep. I thought of it, and I was like, why did I think that, man? Why did I think that? That's so annoying. That's such an annoying thing. I don't want to be doing that. Nope. Give me the good one. Kitty did not want to hang out today. That's weird. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like it. I like it. Easy panel right there. Easy panel. Going to the next one here. Wrong storyboard. This is a storyboard. I'm gonna save really quick, just to make sure I don't lose anything. Oh man. Alright, all saved up. I think we need 3 layers here. One for that little zigzag back there. One for the details. And one for... What is your name? Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Alright. I really do love drawing skulls. Skulls are so fun. Sounds so, I don't know, like goth and edgy or something, but like, dude, they're just fun. They're just fun. Something I've always really liked drawing. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do this real quick, just so I can kind of get my bearings a little bit. And then I'm gonna pull up a different page as a reference. It's gonna be this one right here. This is him right here. So I kind of get an idea of how I put them together. The bottom teeth go first, then the top. Okay. But his mouth is gonna be open slightly, isn't it? Yeah. So we gotta place him down a little lower. That's better. And I feel like the positioning of this is not right either. It's kind of like curved the wrong way. Maybe still too big. Yeah. Okay. We do that instead. And each tooth, gonna get a little spot here. Hopefully I'm doing this right. And then we get these teeth are way too big. What am I doing? What am I doing? This guy is not cooking. This guy's not cooking at all. But that still doesn't feel right in the position of it all. Because there should be some... Like this should end here. Okay, and this should end here. But then this doesn't make sense. Okay. This should just kind of go like... How do they go? How do teeth do that? That's a good question. I might have to quickly look a reference on my phone. Let's see. Because I need one. I need like a chimpanzee skull with its mouth open. Well, I can actually see here a little bit. I'll get a good, decent reference. Okay. So I think what I've learned here is screw this line. This line is messing me up. The idea is more that they're going to go back this way. Okay. And they're still basically going to be touching. But let's do that a little closer. There we go. And this line's wrong as well. And just do that. It can be more like this. Yeah. Just trying not to create like a horrible tangent, but I feel like there's not much you can do about that one a little bit. It's gonna be a little bad, but that's okay. And then jaw kind of connects there very briefly. All right. And because I did it this way, I think there's like there's a bit of shoulder that's gonna show here. I think that's right. I think that's right. Okay. It's a little weird. It's a little weird until we get everything put together. But it'll make sense. It'll make sense. Yes, this is also made black, and then there's just a tiny bit of tooth that pops up there. Let's erase there. And okay. Let's get the zag in there first. So we'll want a different brush, maybe like this thrashed one. What the hell? That's definitely not it. Maybe it's super dry. Can you draw a straight line for me? Alright, maybe I should have let the brush go when I did one. As to not sabotage myself further. I just hate this. I just hate it. I don't like it. What's this? This is better. Get a little sharper. That feels right. Okay. Think that's getting cleaned up the right way. And then can fill a little bit. Let's do this. We'll draw a big line like this. Okay. And a big old line like that. Fill, fill. I know, I look insane. I know it looks insane. I know. Just gotta trust a little bit. You gotta trust a little bit. Nobody ever trusts me when I'm doing something crazy. Okay? Everybody's like, no, don't do that. That's dangerous. You could get yourself killed. Just trust, bro. There we go. That's what I need filled in. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let's get rid of that for the time being. Get some of these. What is my cat doing? Being a little freak over there. Alright. Alright, we want to kind of turn this inward a little bit. Round it out. Had to check for a second. I was on the right layer. Okay. don't know if somebody's like opening their curtains repeatedly, but light keeps like randomly shining into my apartment from the window. I don't know what that is. But if that sunlight touches me, I will burn. So. The streaming vampire. I don't know. That one didn't cook as much. That was a less satisfying joke, I guess, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't personally call it that, but if you're so inclined, you know, to show me undeserved respect, by all means. By all means. Hell, I won't say no to free. Alright. I don't love working on this part of the jaw, though. I feel like it could really go either way for me sometimes. Alright. Okay. Okay. I got like so quiet there, man. I blame the music. I blame the music. It enables me. It enables me to shut up because then I start listening. But I forgot. Streamers aren't good listeners, man. They're not supposed to listen. They're supposed to misread messages, never shut up, and always be right. That's the mantra, man. That's the mantra. You're always right. To be fair, you know, a lot of people's chats, they're pretty wrong most of the time. I would know. Sometimes I'm there. You know. Okay, alright. Okay, alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. I think this face looks a little longer. It's okay. I don't need to get too crazy about this panel. This is a pretty small panel. Okay. Okay. We turn that off now. We'll just add a little bit of like form detail here and here. Okay, cool. Turn that on, turn this off, well, actually, we don't even need this on. Hat's dark, right? This is dark. We go 95. We're almost done with this panel too. Oh man, I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired for some reason. Maybe it's how fast I'm moving. I don't know. Well, I didn't sleep very well last night. It was okay. It wasn't too terrible, but I kept waking up. Your teeth are also dark, so we gotta grab them. Not that. Not you. Okay. And then you're about 80, I think. All right. Come on. Come on. Man, the that like $2,000 Amazon scam purchase just posted in my card, and I'm like, oh man, that's rough. That's rough. It's looking bad out here, man. It's looking bad out here. Should be gone soon though, but it's still not my favorite thing, man. All right, so here's what we gotta do. We gotta hit. I think it's down here, right? Tonal wash 40. Okay. Make it nice and small. Is that working? It's not working. Here, maybe? Maybe even 20, actually. There you go. Gotta make them glow a little bit. Okay. Let's make sure we name our layers. Name your layers, boys and girls. And those in between or outside of that, or I don't know. Everything. I'm thinking about naming my layer and I can't even think about what that is, so half my brain cells are rotted. Only half though, only half. That still makes me not useless, right? Alrighty. The halftone in there. Oh, that's looking good. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I still think the making up chat messages is a funny bit. I still think that's a really good bit. Think about that one often. Okay. Got a halftone. This stuff here, make it pretty dark. All right. Okay. Good enough. Should still remove that for a second. All right. How's that? I don't love the positioning. Okay, that's cool. We're good. We move on. We move on. We move on. We move on. Easy panel right here. We like these. We like these. Nice and easy. What? Frab. No, Forb. There you go. Go back here. Go over here. Go there. And then... Okay. Okay. Cool. That's it for that there. Add a little bit of this here. There we go. All right. All right. That's so easy. That's so easy. We love that. Tone. So we go really dark here. I put it in the wrong spot. There we go. Just in the layer panel. That's all. No need to panic. No need to panic. I can get rid of this sub view. We don't need it. We don't need it. Yeah, there you go. And then we just do this. We do one of these bad boys. Bang. Maybe it should be 60. Is that the move? That it should be 60? No, it's not. Okay, put the details back in. We go for a little bit of half tone. Not much. Not much. We're already done with this panel. That's what I'm saying. This is a nice, easy one. All right. I think we're okay with all that. Then we have a lot of text that goes here, right? It's a decent amount. Okay, seems pretty good there. We gotta move it down a tiny bit. Put that in the text layer. Okay, seems pretty good to me. Seems pretty good to me. I'm gonna hit save for one quick second. Cat's over there looking at me on the couch. It ain't dinner time. You still got hours. You still got hours, kitty. Okay, I think it's saved now. What do we got next? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. We only need 2 layers here for this one, though. It's more detailed, but we only need 2 layers. Alright. We can kind of chill with this one. This is a nice, easy, fun drawing one. Don't gotta think too hard about it. Let's lower the brush size a little bit up here. You know, I think ever since I've been doing YouTube videos, like, consistently, I've not kept up with any, like, YouTube artists. Kind of miss that a little bit. Curious what people are watching that they like, you know? Because I even used to watch, like, YouTube designers. Like, I think there's a guy named, is it Will Patterson? Pretty good at what he does. Satori Graphics is another. But I really love the artists, you know, not the designers. Oh, Jesse Nyberg is another good designer. He's probably like my favorite aesthetically. Oops. But like Adam Duff or Istabrak. Yes, those are good. God, what's the name of that guy? He's like always got a broken cigarette and he's like jokingly mean all the time. He's a pretty good guy. Forgot his name. A little bigger on the brush size. Oops. Oops. There we go. Let's get the little eye in there. Cool. Cool. Nice and easy on the line work. A little bit more to do on the details here. Getting a lot of notifications. Alright, let's get that nose. Okay. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. You know, okay. Here's something that bothers me, man. Why is there still not an artist or art like category on YouTube? Come on. Why, dude? What's the reasoning? What's the reasoning? Explain right now, YouTube CEO, to me specifically. Log on. Log on right now. I got beef. I got beef about that. How come I still gotta go for like entertainment or something? Like, what the hell? What the? What the? Oh, nose is itching. My nose has been itching like a lot today. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. I'm just an organism, dude, and I'm just reacting to my stimuli. Okay. Organism reacting to no stimuli at all. I'm calling him crazy. They're calling him crazy. Reacting to stimuli? Brother, there is no one stimulating your senses right now. Brother, there's no one in the room right now. What are you talking about? Just because you can't see him. Just because you can't see him in the chat doesn't mean I don't. Oh, I'm the best streamer that ever was? And you want to give me all of your savings? No, I couldn't. Please keep them for yourself. I'm just a humble fellow. I don't need your money. Sorry that everyone else can't see that in the chat right now. It's not psychosis, it's a glitch or something. I promise. Does that make me a good person that I didn't take their money? Hmm? I like extremely hate what I did. There we go. There we go. Maybe like less of this though, less of that. Do some small little lines around here. Gonna add some shape to his form. Or I don't know. What am I saying? What does that mean? Somebody translate this guy. Live captions, please. Because I don't get a word he's saying. Okay. Okay, alright. About done with the details here. Man, I remember I used to be really scared to draw this guy. Because he's just such complicated anatomy that I was always like really nervous because I was like, oh man, I don't know how to make him look good. And to be fair, some of them sucked. Some of them really sucked. Sorry, it looked like I was telling you that the last panel sucked. That one doesn't suck. It doesn't suck, I promise. But some of those early ones did really suck. I was not very good at drawing them. And I would try to draw them sometimes in my sketchbook to be like, all right, let's practice a little bit. And every time I did, I was like, ooh, this is horrible. This is so bad. I'm glad I'm not where I was. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. Cause yeah, that wasn't. No. But I feel like if I figured him out a little bit, I think also drawing Nabal a bunch did help because he's kind of built like Nabal a little bit. He's like kind of fit, kind of fat, you know? Get those back in here now. And then we select this, okay? But then we delete okay, all right, whew. Almost done, almost done. There we go. And then maybe just clean up a little bit. Or wait, what did I do? No, we want to delete that. Okay. Delete this. Let's get a little bit cleaner with our lines here. Get that one there. Okay. Okay. We had 40. We had 40. We're good. All right. All right. Background. Maybe a textured 40? Maybe a tiny bit lighter in that. Yeah. And then we just go halftone. All right. Life is good with these halftone brushes, man. I'm not gonna stop, like, hyping them up, man, because they are good, man. They're good. I love them. That's kind of a bit much, huh? Do something like this. All right, cool. Cool. I feel like, I don't know. I gotta watch more live streams. I feel like I need to watch more artist live streams. You know what I mean? Just to see how people do stuff, you know? Because, like, I gotta be real, man. It is a little tough to, like, constantly be thinking of what to say. And I know that's kind of true for, like, all live streams a little bit. But I feel like when you're playing a video game, you can talk about the video game a little bit. And obviously, if you have people to talk with, it's a lot easier because you can just talk about a lot of stuff. You got like ideas to bounce off. You know, conversations last a little longer. But when you're drawing too, you're like thinking about the drawing too. So it's like, oh, dude. Ooh. Like my brain cells are working extremely hard, man. And they're not used to that. Not used to that, man. Okay. That's our forb. That's our forb. We go here. I can put the text up here. Let's see. Oops. There we go. No, 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 no. We'll give it some room. Give it some room. And then maybe we bring it down a little bit. Boom. Okay. That feels good. That feels good. We're making good progress today. Making good progress today. Happy about that. Granted, they are easy panels right now. They are easy panels. We've gotten through a lot of the hard ones. Alright. This is like the hardest one here. Which is honestly like it's this, but more complicated. This is maybe like the second most difficult. Alright, let's get our trusty old brush back. I think I need a little bit more on the size here. Let's do this. Okay, alright, we're getting there now. I feel like I just say that all the time. This guy doesn't have nothing to say. Why are you watching him? No, don't leave, 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 don't leave. Don't leave. Please. Every view matters, you know, every single one. Tells YouTube, hey, this guy's not useless. He's not like totally useless. He can do stuff. Like he could move a rock if you wanted him to. Neanderthal trying to convince his overlords that he's not useless. I can move rocks. You want me to move this rock? I can pick it up. Move it over there. You want it over there? Let me move it over there for you. Yeah, this guy's losing it, dude. He's losing it. This guy's got stream psychosis, man. Anyways, let me go back to my AI girlfriend. Guy with AI psychosis, judging the guy with the stream psychosis. That's something. Nah, probably not. It's probably not. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. Grok, why is my wife mad at me? Dude, I really couldn't imagine having an AI girlfriend, man. I'm not trying to make fun of nobody, but I couldn't imagine doing that, man. You know, genuinely, that whole stuff it doesn't make me, like, I don't think it's funny. I think it's actually, like, really sad. But, I don't know, you know, you cope with humor, right, you know? I just find it a little crazy, you know, because I'm like, you know, I've genuinely thought, I was like, would it be helpful, would I be helpful to the world if I made, like, a life coaching channel, dude? Because I don't think I would, like, man, I would just be real about stuff, you know? Because I just think that, like, there's so many lonely people. And I'm like, that is crazy, dude. There's so many lonely, like, you guys just, if you guys went outside, you guys would find each other, you know? And then you'd probably be a little less lonely, you know? You might not get everything you want, but you'd be a little less lonely, you know? And I think just, like, some people are just really sucked into certain worlds and stuff online, and I'm like, dude, the Industrial Revolution should have never happened. It should have never happened. I remember, this is maybe part of why I lost my job, because this is the kind of person I am. Okay, I had this, like, team building event at the corporate retreat. Okay, oh, I know. Okay, but I had no choice. I had to be there. And then, you know, they were having that, I don't know what that game is called, but the game where they say one thing, and then if you agree, you go to one side of the room, and if you disagree, you go to the other. Okay? And so they start out real mild, you know, they're pretty simple or whatever. And they eventually get to the point where they're asking questions about, like, I think that this job is this, you know. So they're trying to get a little bit of info or whatever. But anyways, not what I'm talking about here, right? Still with some of the, like, fun ones, but they start getting a little bit more serious. And they're like, the Industrial Revolution was overall, or like, no. They say technology overall is like helpful to humanity. And I think I was like one of two people in the entire company that went to the, like, nope, we're screwed, buddy. And they were like, oh, it's weird that a graphic designer would, like, think that technology is, you know, detrimental. And I'm like, dude, art existed before technology, man. Like, what the? But I was like, yo, the Industrial Revolution was a net negative for people. I'm sorry. I was like, as far as we should have taken it, was the printing press, man. The printing press invention, goated invention. Holy crap. The ability to spread ideas, give it to the people. Oh, are you serious? That's crazy, dude. Connecting people online and disconnecting them from real life. Sorry, dude. I mean, I use that all the time, you know. But also, I'm like, it ain't good. It ain't good, man. We're all just addicted to the damn internet, man. Even the ones that go outside, man. Even the ones that go outside. They're on social media or they're on their phones or whatever, you know. It's like everyone's got a vice somewhere, you know. Or maybe it's just watching a bunch of movies or something. I don't know. Playing video games. Someone's got something. You know. And if you're one of the few who actually don't have anything, good for you, man. Good for you. Couldn't be me, unfortunately. I've been poisoned and corrupted for far too long, you know? So again, I'm saying this as somebody who's like, nah, dude, I'm feeling the poison in my veins right now. You're still going, this is good Kool-Aid. Like, no, dude. No. No, no, no. But, yeah, no, that was bad, man. I was like, first off, man, the freaking Industrial Revolution really messed up the workers' rights, bro. You know how peasants were eating back in the day? They were eating better than us, man. Like, that's crazy. Sure, they didn't have hot Cheetos, dude, but, like, they could have lobster. They could. They could, man. I've never made lobster for myself. Why? Because that's expensive, dude. It's expensive as fuck. I'm not gonna do that. No way. No way. Granted, I'm also not that big of a foodie person, but I'm like, dude, if the peasants were having lobster, are you kidding me, man? You know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, we had some crazy rich people back in the day, dude, but like, we have some crazy rich people now, dude. Like, oh man. Oh man. They're trying to reach a singularity, dude. That's real. They genuinely believe that, bro. It's like, what, dude? No. You know, there's like a small level of transhumanism that I can understand, but I'm like, brother, no way, man. Like, your consciousness is tied to your body. I just want you to let you know that, dude. There's no way you're moving that brain somewhere else. And like uploading your consciousness, dude. I don't know about that one. Cause that's not, you're not gonna feel it, you know? There's just gonna be something that thinks it's you that gets to live forever. But it ain't you, dude. You will die. Unfortunately, man. That's what's gonna happen. But I don't know. I feel like some of the things where I'm like, if you could have total control over what goes in your body, and like, it's not something connected to the internet, you know, that kind of thing, and it's not, I don't know, there's like a lot of weird stuff, you know. It's like, I don't want cameras in my eyes, dude. I don't want people to have cameras in their eyes, dude, because it's like, then you don't know when anyone's recording, you know. It's like I think the meta like Ray-Bans are like already pretty sus, dude, because you have that on. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What are you doing? It's like, just imagine somebody walking around with their phone always like this. You'd be like, what the hell? That's what I think of when I see that stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. Am I cringe? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Is this wrong for me to say? Could be boomer posting, man. This guy doesn't want to reach the singularity. This guy's a weirdo. But, nah, man. Industrial Revolution. Could we just undo that one? Oh, takesy backsies. God damn it. I didn't realize they said that. I didn't realize they said that when they did that one. I don't think they let me go because I said the Industrial Revolution was a mistake. I just want to be clear about that one. They might not have liked me, and that may have had something to do with it. And it may be because of comments like those. Not that I was always being like aggressive or like weird about them, you know. I'd be like, no, if you're gonna ask me, that's my answer, man. But like, that's an opinion, and you disagree, by all means, man. Disagree, no problem. You know. And some people are like, well, you know, like, you get to live longer because of technology and stuff. And I was like, you're right. That is cool. That is great. And then if you get incredibly sick and they save you, and then you're in medical debt forever. That's so sick, dude. That's so sick. That's so cool, man. I would rather just not suffer throughout my like 20s and 30s and 40s and die at 50. I've been like, dang, that was a good life. Dang, that was lunch. That was lunch. You you know? Damn. Let's do it again. Oh, I can't? Damn. Alright, well, you know. You win some, you lose some. But I think I won a lot. Here? No way, dude. Except for till you're 70, then you can retire for 2 years. Oh, wait, nope. You're in medical debt. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's why I saw that and I was like, it's debunked, bro. Debunked. Try again. The other thing too is people say technology and stuff, but it's like technology doesn't mean like tech exactly. It does now, but technology is just like a general revolution. The problem is that like all those things are tech right now. You know, we've evolved the meaning of technology to mean like electronics. But it didn't always used to be that way, man. New technology was the printing press at some point, man. And that was lit, yo. That was so cool. Did I turn this off? What's the point of having this on? This guy's now ranting about the Industrial Revolution. What's wrong with him? Dude, more than you know. More than you know. Oh, man. I feel like it takes me a good 2 hours to get into my crazy session. 2 hours of, like, not much of anything going on in the chat, and I'm talking crazy, dude. I'm talking crazy. Oh, no. I don't know, I just wouldn't really mind, like, a little bit of that, like, old peasant life a little bit, you know? Like, sure, some of that sucks and stuff. And, like, I feel like the main thing is it's worse for women. Let's be real. Like, that's where it's bad. But, like, I don't know, man. It's not like that things are all that great for women right now anyways, you know. They're certainly better, certainly better, certainly better. Okay, let me say that. But like, man, level of respect is still incredibly low for no reason at all. Here he goes on his performative male rant. Not really though, man. And you know what I think is I think this is I think this is a damn shame, okay? That like I feel like a lot of men will finally start to respect women a little more because they have a daughter. And I'm like, dude, that's what it took? That's what it took? Are you serious? You know? Or like seeing those comments where people are like, that's somebody's daughter, or that's somebody's mother, or that's somebody's sister. How about that somebody, bro? Like, what? What do you mean? Why do they have to? What the fuck? What are you saying? What do you mean? You care about the man that they're like related to? What? Dude, we don't even care about. Oh my god, man. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this world, dude? We just really not be seeing them as people sometimes, and I'm like, that's crazy, dude. I gotta, you know, shout out to the moms, man, because I don't think I would be like any different if it wasn't for like just basically being raised by a ton of women. Ooh. Speaking of, I gotta call my mom because it's my little niece's birthday. I think she might be hanging out with her or something, so I gotta see. Alright. I think the face is pretty decent. Let's just do what we need to do here. Fill those two in. Ah, dang it, this is hair. Okay. Really got some talented singers on this OST, man. Alright, let's get the tone in there real quick, real quick. Alright, so you're darker than the other fella. Let's make sure we capture that. And that's 95 for that. Oh boy. What time is it? We might... Well, only 2 hours in. Maybe we do finish this page. Maybe we do. We'll see. Alright, let's fix this though. I knew this was gonna happen over here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. I have like a random hair on my pencil. My stylus. Oh no. My stylus. It's broken. Okay. Get the eyes. Get the suit. We make that 80. And then shirt 20 and base 60, I believe. Background maybe a nice 40. Textured 40. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. All right. I got a burp. I got a burp. I got a burp. Okay. There we go. Oh, man. I really am moving faster than I thought it would be. I'm going to turn this down a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. It's too much. Okay. And then the shirt. Yeah, I don't know. I'm amazed just how, what is it called? Productive I've been today, but this has been a nice stream. This has been nice. It's been nice. I like this. I like this. Let's do this again sometime. Oh man, you know, it sucks because I won't be able to do it until like Wednesday and Thursday, and then I won't be able to do one for a while after that. Okay, get the halftones. Get the halftones in there. Alright. I'll be gone for a while, man. Cause basically I'll do one Wednesday, I'll do one Thursday. And I won't be back until the following Saturday. I think. Yeah, I won't be back till the following Saturday because I'm doing all my of my holiday visits and trips a little earlier. I think my cat just farted, man. Oh no, it smells bad. She's a stinky kitty. She's a little stinky kitty. She's not gotten up, so it's not like she went to use a litter box. She probably just farted. Never really known a cat to have stinky farts, man. But she has. She has.
Open your eyes, open up the clear blue sky. I'll be there to hold you close in my mind. Can you see the snow?
Okay. Alright. Yes. Yes. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, nose is itchy again. Why do itches happen? Why do they happen? I don't understand. They're only bad, right? Because like pain, right? Like pain sucks, right? Everybody hates pain. But it's good because it tells you that you're like, oh, your body's in danger. Hello, hello, red alert, you know? So it's good for that reason. There's a reason behind it. What is the reason behind itching? What's the point, man? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Okay, what's the text? What's the text? Okay. I'm gonna hit save again. Did a couple panels. Gotta hit save just to be safe. Oh, I gotta stretch too. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm so obsessed over the numbers. I'm checking my thing again. Oh, it's about the same. That's okay. That's okay. No problem. Okay, it's finally saved. What do we need for this one? Another easy one. Another easy one. Get some details. Get some lines down for Forb. Get my brush out. We're cooking today. Cooking quickly, man. Wow, that was like really crap and stupid and bad. So we're gonna do it again. Oh, wow. This guy sucks, dude. This guy sucks at art. See that? Did you see what he did? That line was so easy. He messed it up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, all right. I'm kidding. I don't actually think that. I'm joking. I'm joking. Whoops. Whoops. Can't see what I'm doing. Hands in the way. Okay. All right. Get these details in here. Okay, nice, nice. Let's do a little bit of form. Ooh, that was not it. That was not it. Y'all watching that documentary 50 Cent made? There's some stuff in there that, like, I know hasn't been, like, shown to anybody before. But I thought a lot of people knew this stuff, man. Maybe just a lot of people weren't that into, like, old hip-hop at my age, I guess. I don't know. Because I've always been like, nah, Diddy did both. I think he did both Tupac and Biggie, man. I think I mean, obviously it's his fault that both happened, but, like, I think he definitely set up both. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, he was negligent and, like, that's what happened. I think he kind of did both, man. I think he kind of just, like, had them both gone, man. And I can't believe that people saw the, like, that Sting performance and were like, he's a megastar now, you know? And I'm like, what are you talking? Like, did you see him try to dance, bro? This guy sucked. I'm just happy, you know, I was never a fan, dude. I was never a fan. Even as a kid, man, I did not fucks with that. Okay. 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 Turn that off. Let's get the tone in here. This is nice and easy. Nice and easy. Got a 20. Keep the background a little dark for this one, I think. Change it up a little. Man, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. There we go. I think my cat is too, because she won't stop staring at me. Alright, let's go down here. Create a selection from here. And then messing it up, messing it up, messing it up. You're messing it up? Okay, you messed it up more. Okay, now we add the 40 here. And that's it. I guess we need halftone as well, but that's pretty much it. Good old Lumacchio right here. I thought it was a fun fight, man. Good fate for that bastard. That's not derogatory. He's the leader of the bastards. He's the leader of the bastards. Okay. It's not being mean. Alright. Okay. Dang, Forb, you're looking cute, dude. And make sure we got the balloon pen here. Wow, that was like really bad. But I have to merge these two real quick. Maybe not doing that, man. I think it makes sense to just be like that, right? Well, let's make that a little better. Yeah, I think it makes more sense to do it that way. I think there needs to be a comma here. Boom. Boom. 5 booms? Oh, yeah. Now he's angry. Now he's angry. Details. And line. Okay, I think we're only maybe going to be able to finish this last panel before I've got to head out. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm happy about that. Happy about it. Happy about it. Ooh. All right. And then we're moving on too from these characters for a little bit because we're gonna head over to our main characters finally. Ichabod. Or Ick for short. That's exciting. That's very exciting. We gotta cut it a little smaller than we did over here. I think that makes more sense. I'm okay with his hair being a little tall and spiky for this because he's a little extra angry. Okay, all right. Close this off, close that off. Let's finish this little piece of hair back here. I'm okay with it being pretty wild. He's very upset. He's very upset. Do a little bit more structure. There we go. All right. Okay, that's it for that. Let's turn, what am I doing? That off. Fill that in. Turn that back on. We go into the details really quick. All right. Get that in there. Get these in there. Anything else that's like super important? I think maybe just the beginning of the lapels. And everything else is just kind of our own little detail work here. Cool. I want it to be pretty scribbly here. Still gotta stay in the lines though, buddy. Still gotta stay in the lines. Okay. I like that it's looking pretty rough like that. I think it matches the mood a little bit, which is important. Erase a little bit of this here. I don't think that makes too much sense. Okay. All right, it's looking all right. It's looking all right. No. All right. Sorry, I'm pretty silent, but I'm just trying really hard to move quickly through this one. Didn't even get to the ears here. Well, that was wrong. Well, that was wrong too. You suck. It's that you should know. It's that you should know about that. In case no one's ever told you. Maybe it's good for you to know actually, so then you suck less. I'm kidding. I'm kidding again. Okay, I'm not actually making self-deprecating jokes. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I am, but I don't mean it. I don't mean it. Said I was sorry. Hitting them with the kid explanation, the kid tier explanation. I said I was sorry. I didn't mean it. Alright, nearing the end. Okay, cool. Actually, I'm gonna do cross hatching lines instead. Everything on the outside will have it a little bit. Now, where is that? Somewhere. Somewhere I know. Oh, here it is. Get rid of those, get rid of this. Let's just start filling in what we got. This 2, this 2, that 2. Alright, expand. Hit it with 95. We're on a roll, we're on a roll. I was gonna say maybe I have enough time to start the next one, but I don't think I will. I think I will end basically this panel perfectly on time. Which is still great, man. That's still great. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that a lot. I guess that's not the right. I'm happy a lot with that. Lots of happy with that. Happy very much. Somebody help this guy. Oh, somebody help this guy. The brain rot spread to the rest of his body. Alright. Give it a nice 60. Gotta fix that little piece of hair that didn't get caught, but I'm gonna do the shirt first. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. My New Year's resolution is to be cool. Is that a good resolution? Is that like pretty 6'7" of me or something? All right. Just gotta get these little corners. These little corners. Think you can hide from me? You probably can, actually. I probably miss several. I miss several all the time. Oop, 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 oop. Wrong one. Okay. Turn it all. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You want a background? Let's do that. Put a little 30 on that. A little cute 30. Okay. Then we throw it back on. Boom. Look at this. Nope, not that. Yes, that. Sorry. Halftone. Bam. Bam. This is for those who thought we don't smoke. Yup. Those strings, man, those strings. Really cooking up something fierce right there. Okay. That was like the most hideous thing ever. And you made it. You made the most hideous thing ever. Wow. Congratulations. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's just one line. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, guy who says I'm kidding after every joke? Why'd the chicken cross the road? I don't know. Why? To get to the other side. Oh, okay. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, dude. It's a joke. I'm kidding. Is that something? I think that's something. I think that's something. I think this is the only thing that good that's come out of this stream so far. At least the yapping, you know? And a little bit of this, you know, just a little bit of that dust look. Yeah, yeah. All right, now we got text. And we're done. We're done. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta get rid of this. Go left line there. Go bold, and we should make it bigger too. Maybe do a separate line here. Maybe not that much bigger. Maybe only like 20. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. And then here, go like this. Move it over a little bit. Move it over just a little bit. Bring them down into the text. Turn that on. Turn this off. Let's see. Maybe that's better. I think it's better. All right. Well, we're nearly done. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, well, glove is coming off. Because we're done. Oof. Yeah, I gotta eat something. I got some stuff to take care of. Nothing crazy, but, you know, regular old life stuff. And I gotta cook up some content for you nibblings. Yup. Okay. But let's see, what do we got? We got like 5 pages left. We have 1/6 that is in full color, and then a cover page. So we're getting through it, man. We're getting through it. But yeah, these next 5 pages, they're essentially the beginning of the real story, because all of this is kind of like a prologue. So yeah, one last panel for this part of the story until at least we circle back to it. Get a little bit more details on what the heck was going on here. But let's get you over here and let's play something a little, I don't know, something sick. Yeah. All right. Well, I have done a good amount of work today. I feel pretty good about that. Hopefully, maybe, you know, no pressure if not. But hopefully you were working on something too. Hopefully you feel good about that too. And if you weren't working on anything, I hope maybe you learned something. That's good enough for me, man. That's good enough for me. But that's it. That's all there is. There's nothing more. So we're gonna I gotta export this, man. I have not exported a version of this in a little while, so I gotta do that. What is this called? It's called Kannibal, right? Yep. Alright. Well, I won't be live tomorrow, and I won't be live the day after that. So, I will see y'all on Wednesday. But if you have not checked out the latest video, I'm telling you, check it out. Like it. Then unlike it, then like it again. And then log into an alt account and like it as well. Oh man, I keep getting a PowerShell pop up on my screen sometimes, and it's freaking me out a little bit. I gotta look into it after this. But that's it for me. please subscribe, I guess. That's all I got. I don't have anything more to say. I'm just yapping, and I'm just extending the length of this video, I guess. But yeah, I will see you on Wednesday. Take care, Nibblings.